Today's video is sponsored by longtime friend of the channel, Skillshare. I've been using Skillshare for a few months now to help me with making thumbnails, video editing, and with graphics. But with so many different topics that you can research on Skillshare, right now I am getting help on something that I should have done quite a while ago. And that is shedding off my winter weight. And Skillshare also has great courses on dieting and healthy living. If you're a longtime member of my community, you might have seen me talk about my experience with keto. And I'm looking to get back into it again. Right now, I'm participating in Brady Salcedo's course on ketogenic dieting. And I'm doing this to help me get motivated again, and also to learn more about how to do it properly. And right now, the first 1,000 people to use the link down in the description are going to be able to get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, today's video combines two of my favorite things, and that is history and Pokemon. Yes, I am a Pokemon fan. I've been playing since the 90s with the original blue, red, and my personal favorite of all time, Pokemon Yellow. Anyway, this just kind of came together sort of by happenstance in the fact that I wanted to get back to epic rap battles. And there's a few, again, videos I have not seen before. I put a bunch of them into our patrons poll. Again, thank you to all our patrons that's supporting the channel. And the one that got voted on was this one. And it is Ash Ketchum versus Charles Darwin. All right, we got the debate and the battle of evolution. We got a horribly executed version of evolution in Pokemon, but whatever, I guess it's a video game, right? And then we got Charles Darwin, of course, famous evolutionary biologist. Anyway, so we'll check out the video. I hope it's going to be funny. I'll try to add what I can, as I'm sure that's why you're here. The video link is down below if you have not seen it. Either way, give it a view, like, subscribe. Epic rap battles are awesome. They support what I do, and I'm excited to check out another video. All right, with that, let's start. All right, sure, we got a dope beat, right? Always do. Okay, I don't know this actor. Who is this guy playing Ash? Let me know down below. Okay, Darwin good. Is that the Beagle? So he had the SS Beagle was his famous ship that he went on. He's holding the turtle there, which was probably in reference to his studies and on the Galapagos Islands, where he did a lot of his work that gave him his ideas that are going to come out in his book. But the famous Galapagos turtles, although those things in real life are enormous, not those little guys he's holding. Because he's dead. Charizard, OP.
Reese's PC in this ecosystem, I'm the dominant species. When it's time to train, I turn to Pikachu. But when I need a weak verse, I choose you.
Ooh, good play on words so far. All right, I think I've come to think that, or come to kind of get it down to me chiming in between verses. Sometimes that's hard because there's so much content that goes through, but if stuff I caught right away. Probably the best joke, maybe he was ripping on Darwin about his rapping with origin of feces. Poop coming out of your mouth. What that's in reference to, if you don't know, is Charles Darwin's big famous book in the 19th century was called On the Origin of Species. So he's kind of playing on that. Ash also was talking about dominant species, and that's kind of in reference again to Darwin's work, where in his studies he's saying that the species that are the dominant ones in their ecosystems, or just meaning they're well adapted to survive their ecosystem, those are the ones that continue to procreate and their species continues. And as environmental changes happen, or just any other types of changes happen, if they're able to adapt to those changes, again, they will further propagate and they will further reproduce, while species that are not dominant or whatever, they are going to go extinct. And that's how things are always changing, because environments always change. Anyway, good ones there. All right, he wants a weak verse. I choose you. What do you got?
Oh there, welcome to a world called Earth, where actual minds do groundbreaking work.
And he did.
On the natural selection, you're so ineffective you couldn't even turn a lamp.
He's 10 in the game, in the show.
You're soft like a jigglypuff. You got no game, boy, so you'll get the room quick. Relax, packs, a much better boomstick. I'm a natural naturalist. Without clips, without class, all the crap on your laughable list. My research reverts the first word to the church. You measure your worth by the sales of your merch.
Yo,
All right, got to do it, the Pokemon thing. So in the lore, right, the Pokemon lore, Ash goes out when he's 10 years old. And at 10, apparently children can leave their house, guess they don't go to school anymore, go out on their own into the wilderness and the big cities and meet with all kinds of creepy old adults. And they wear comfy short shorts and they go and start this life. What the heck? Is that in any culture, anything like that? I always thought that was very weird, even when I was a kid. Even though I would have thought, man, that would have been awesome when I was a kid. Go out and start your Pokemon journey. Anyways, good stuff there. Definitely groundbreaking research, like he said. Let's hear Ash's rebuttal.
Real quick, this dude spent 8 years studying barnacle dick. Kick it. Think I'm impressed by your road trip, please. You're the most annoying thing on a bagel since Flea. You're a glitchy old man, best let that as he. Set sail like Galapagos, suck on D.
Galapagos.
Mighty Morphin Michael Vick. Your animated slave
What a
fights
roll.
make me sick. When I battle a foe from some temple of beginning, I'm not Charles Sheen, but I am Darwin.
That's true.
All right, we had 2 quick verses there. I saw that. He did reference the Michael Vick thing. Michael Vick was a famous NFL quarterback who got in trouble for participating in a dog fighting ring. And of course, one of the things they talk about that should be probably considered immoral for the video game Pokemon is that they're making animals fight each other in brutal fashion. I guess like a Michael Vick. Anyway, all right, he's saying the nature is cruel, which is true. Which is also what basically Darwin is saying as well, but let's hear it.
The nature is cruel, cause the only thing you're winning is your cousin's gene pool. You lost 3
Oh.
children while they were still small. TB and scarlet fever, gotta catch them all.
It took billions of years for mankind to evolve. Now that hunched over cell phones playing with your ball. And it was hard losing
True.
my daughters and their brother, as hard as the wood that oak gave your mother.
Oh, that was always the thing, right? Ash's mom, there's no dad around. I mean, it kind of references him passing, but he's never around. And the big meme or joke was that she was getting with Professor Oak. That's his name, Professor Oak. So that's what we're talking about. Wood. Professor Oak is the one, of course, that is going to get Ash on his way and be his connection to the Pokemon world for the rest of his travels. You just talked about his mama. Let the beat play out. All right, let's talk about it real quick, but I'm going to want to know from you, who do you think won? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, both dropped some pretty good lines. Both stayed in the realm of science there, bringing up some of his history as well. Now, there's always the last line bias that you have to forget because, you know, they usually try to save the best line for last, but then the person doesn't get a rebuttal. So what would Ash have said, you know, to talk about the Oak insulting his mom? But then again, Ash went after his children. Or after Darwin's children, so they both got to, I guess, go after that. Now, I feel like the best lines were honestly by Ash. He brought in some good ones that brought in the history, and that's what I'm always a fan of. And, but I don't know, I think I'll give it to Ash a little bit. Darwin did some good stuff, though, but I'm going to go with Ash on this one. What do you think, though? Again, I asked you, let me know down below, who do you think won this battle? And if you like, if you have not seen my other Epic Rap Battles of History reactions, there's a ton of them. I've got tons of them out there if you haven't seen. I'll try to link some here at the end of the video around my face here, and you can check some of those out. Also, you can put down in suggestions, too, if there's some, if you've watched all mine and there's some that you think I should check out, let me know. Again, this video was picked by our patrons, though. If you want to support the channel in a monetary sense, starting at basically $1 a month, it gets you access to all polls that I put up, but also you can get merch with some other memberships. But anyways, if that's something you'd like to do, get more influence on the channel, definitely check out Patreon. There's a link down below. Also, I have streamed Pokemon and stuff before, so if that is something you're into, especially gaming, and you've stuck around this long in the video, definitely check out my gaming channel. You'll see a link down below to my YouTube gaming channel as well as my Twitch channel. All right, and with that, we'll see you next time. Bye.